From San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Abdullah, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Tate's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Abdullah. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know it's a cliche, and coaches always talk about it's a team game. We need all 11 to win. But let's face it, Detroit really needs Amir Abdullah to have runs like that all season long.
Missed a lot of time with injuries, especially recently. Now, Theo Riddick wound up leading the Lions in rushing last year with just 357 yards.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah. He's to the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quentin Dial getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate from 8 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And some space here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jeremy Curley, 101 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Abdullah, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down at Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. Whoosh. Golden Tate's gonna go. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And now running. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being revitalized.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
2nd down, 8. A play fake to Hyde. Now it's Hoyer. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Here's Hoyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The general consensus that Brian Hoyer was acquired by San Francisco to be a one-year solution at quarterback. I know Brian, he looks at it as a long-term solution.
He wants to complete passes like that and say, I'm no stopgap. I'm here to stay, right? battle for it, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They go with Abdullah again. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he's brought down. 18 yards on each of the last two plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again with Hyde on first. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. First down, a run with Hyde. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Hoyer. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Hoyer. Able to find Garcon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Stafford now to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Lions on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Offensively, they're trying to rush to the line as Hoyer urges him to get set. Again, it's Hyde. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the tight end goes in motion left. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to try and throw. Forced out to his left. He gets this one to Garcon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And going over the middle here to Curley. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jeremy Curley, a touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Dumps it off for Asiata. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They run with Abdullah, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now Stafford hands to Abdullah. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Attempt carry for Hyde. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Hoyer. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Hoyer finding Garcon there for the 49er first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Now Hyde. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Lions now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Stafford on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. He's got daylight. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Boy, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run with Abdullah. Able to fight through one tackle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Lions.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Lions are going to have a first. From the gun, Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The toss play. This is high. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Now Hoyer. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Here we go.
Hoyer going to hand it off to Hyde. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard. Now let's go.
Hoyer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Hoyer with a give. This is Williams. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. But he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Stafford now to throw. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.